Debbie, are you awake?
Of course I am. What's wrong?
I think Mark is cheating on me.
Linda, what? Why do you think that?
He left his iPad open. Chloe messaged him, can't wait to be in your arms again tonight.
Chloe? His secretary Chloe?
Yes, that little Barbie doll?
No, no, no. You must be mistaken.
There were pictures. Debbie, I saw everything.
Oh my god, what kind of pictures?
Selfies. Her in his hotel robe, him kissing her neck, her sitting on his lap in a bar.
I'm going to kill him.
28 years, Debbie. 28 years.
Are you okay? Where is he now?
He said he's working late. It's 11:52 p.m. I know where he is.
Do you want me to come over?
I'm just sitting here in the dark. I haven't moved. I feel like my whole body is ice.
Linda, he doesn't deserve you. You did everything for him.
I gave up grad school. I gave up my dreams. I raised his kids.
Your kids, not his, yours.
He used to text me goodnight every night. Now he doesn't even bother to lie properly.
I want to scream.
Chloe is 29. She was still in diapers when I was planning our wedding.
She's just using him. Wait till he gets boring.
She called him baby cakes in a text. I'm gonna be sick.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I don't want to fight. I want dignity.
Then you confront him. You deserve answers.
He walked in 15 minutes ago. I can hear him in the kitchen.
Oh my god, are you going to talk to him?
I'm walking down the stairs. My hands are shaking. He admitted it.
What? What did he say?
He said, it just happened. I didn't mean for it to go this far.
That's such a damn cliche.
He says he feels alive again.
Oh my god.
I asked him if he was leaving. He said he has to think.
He betrayed you and he needs time to think?
I told him to get out. He took a bag and left. He didn't even look back.
I'm shaking. Linda, I'm so sorry.
He didn't even try to deny it.
What do you need? Money, wine, a sledgehammer?
I just want my life back. My real life. Not this lie.
Then we rebuild, one piece at a time.
He said, you'll be fine. You're strong. That's the last thing he said.
Like he's doing you a favor by walking out?
I don't want to cry, but I feel like I'm dissolving.
Let it out. I'm here every second, every breath.
I don't want anyone to see me like this.
Then be invisible for now. I'll be your shield.
I feel like a fool. A stupid, blind fool.
You loved with your whole heart. That's not stupid.
I gave that man everything. He left like I was a secretary he was done with.
That's irony, and karma's real.
I want to believe that.
Oh, honey, just wait. He thinks he won, but the story isn't over.
He hasn't messaged me once.
Good. Let the silence burn.
You know, what's the most humiliating part?
Tell me.
He left behind his toothbrush.
Throw it out. Better yet, set it on fire.
I put it in the trash last night. I stared at it for 5 minutes first. Like it could still talk.
That's trauma talking. It's okay.
I keep asking myself, was it all fake? 28 years.
Number you were real. He was a coward.
I went through his drawer this morning. Do you know he kept a birthday card I gave him in 1998? It said, forever yours.
And now he's forever Chloe's. For now.
Part of me wants him to come crawling back.
And the other part?
The stronger part wants him to see me thrive. Without him.
That's the spirit.
It's just, I don't know who I am without him. Without us.
You're Linda, full stop, and you've been on pause for too damn long.
I need to do something. I can't just sit here grieving like a widow to a man who still breathes.
Then let's build something new. Start small. What did you always dream of?
I don't even remember.
Okay, forget dreams. What do you want right now?
I want to scream in her face. I want to send her every stretch mark she'll earn stealing someone's husband.
I said, what do you want that won't get you arrested?
Fair. Okay. I want to feel powerful. I want to matter. Not as someone's wife. Just me.
Then let's start with you. You always wanted to finish your MBA.
I'm too old. I'd look ridiculous.
You'd look like someone refusing to be erased.
I haven't opened a textbook in years. My brain is mush.
You raised 2 kids and ran a household like a Fortune 500. You'll be fine.
I actually looked at enrollment deadlines this morning. Don't laugh.
I'm crying, not laughing, crying from pride.
I feel insane. One day I'm sobbing. The next, I'm Googling universities.
That's called growth, babe. It's messy.
What if he finds out? What if he mocks me for trying?
Then that'll be the sound of a man terrified you'll surpass him.
I want to make him irrelevant to my story. Not the villain, just nobody.
Exactly, so apply. Right now, I dare you.
I already did. Last night, before bed.
Oh my god, Linda!
They emailed back. Interview next week.
I'm so proud I want to tattoo your name on my face.
Don't you dare. You'd make me look like a criminal.
You're going to be unstoppable.
I just want to be free.
You will be. First we survive, then we conquer.
Do you think I'll ever love again?
Absolutely, but not like before. Better, stronger. You'll never beg to be seen again.
I used to ask Mark if he still loved me. He'd sigh and say, "Of course," like it was an obligation.
The right person will say it like it's oxygen.
I want to unlearn him, scrub his fingerprints from my brain.
Then keep going. Keep choosing yourself every day.
I'm terrified.
That means you're alive. That means you're doing something real.
If I actually get accepted, what if I can't keep up?
Then you'll figure it out, like you always have. Quietly, strongly.
I haven't felt strong in weeks.
You made a choice to move forward. That's strength.
I also made chocolate cake for breakfast.
That's called survival. Respect.
God, I miss who I was before all this.
She's not gone. She's just changing shape.
Will you still be my friend if I become a high-powered exec who wears heels to breakfast meetings?
Only if you name your first company after me.
What if I name it Revenge Inc.?
Only if I'm your VP of vengeance.
Deal. First order of business. Never hire anyone who calls their boss baby cakes.
Or text and emojis. Immediate termination.
I still want to confront Chloe, but not now. Not yet. I want to earn the moment.
And you will. She has no idea what storm is brewing.
I'm not doing it for revenge. I'm doing it for peace.
And that's exactly why it's going to be poetic.
Thank you for holding me through this. I didn't think I'd survive week 1.
You didn't just survive, you decided to rise. That's power.
I'm still scared, but I feel like I can breathe again. Just a little.
That's the start of everything. Keep breathing, babe. Keep moving.
I just got out of the interview.
How'd it go?
I think I blacked out. I talked about market shifts, revenue strategies, and motherhood like it was an MBA case study.
That's the most Linda thing I've ever heard.
I almost cried when she said, "You have more real-world experience than most of our students."
Because it's true. You lived what they read in textbooks.
She asked why I waited so long. I told her I was busy keeping someone else's life afloat.
Mic drop.
They're going to let me in. She practically confirmed it. Said I'll get the call by Friday.
Linda, this is huge. You're doing it.
My hands were still shaking when I got in the car, but it felt good, like sacred.
I wish I could hug you right now.
You already are. Every text, every time you answer at 2 a.m.
You've earned every good thing that's coming.
I just keep thinking, what if he sees my name on LinkedIn one day and chokes on his coffee?
Manifest that.
I bought a blazer today for the first time in years, not beige, burgundy.
Burgundy is a power move. That's boss color.
I looked in the mirror and I saw her, the woman I used to be, but sharper, less apologetic.
You're not rebuilding, you're evolving.
Sometimes I hear his voice in my head, though, saying I'd never survive in corporate.
Let his doubt fuel your empire.
I saw Chloe's face in my dreams last night. She was smirking in my old kitchen, wearing my robe.
Ah, the nerve.
But in the dream, I wasn't crying. I walked up to her and handed her a termination letter.
I hope you frame that dream.
I think I want it to be real one day. Not out of spite, out of closure.
And it might be. Life's funny that way.
Imagine. I become someone's boss. I hire, I lead, I decide.
From housewife to CEO, the comeback of the decade.
It still scares me. What if I screw it up?
Then you learn and get better. That's how every man in business survives.
If I fail, no one will say, "She tried." They'll say, "Told you she couldn't handle it."
Then prove them wrong, but more importantly, prove yourself right.
I want to walk into a boardroom one day and be the woman no one saw coming.
You already are. You just haven't stepped in yet.
I want my daughter to look at me and say, My mom's a badass.
She already does, trust me.
I wish I could fast forward through the awkward phase, the imposter syndrome.
But that's the good stuff. That's where the real transformation happens.
You always say the perfect thing.
Because I've watched you survive the worst and still send thank you notes.
I almost sent Chloe one last week, thanking her for the accidental freedom.
That's next level healing.
But then I remembered she once referred to me as the first wife in a comment, publicly.
Oh, hell no.
I screenshotted it. I look at it when I need motivation.
I'd print it on a mug labeled Mistake of the Year.
I don't want to be bitter. I want to be beyond them.
You already are. Bitterness clings. You're flying.
I got the email just now.
From the university?
Yes, I'm in. Officially.
Linda!
It's happening. It's real. I'm crying.
I'm crying. I'm yelling in my kitchen. My dog is concerned.
I thought this would never be my life.
Your life is finally yours.
Should I tell the kids?
Absolutely. But tell them like a boss, not like a woman asking for permission.
I'll call them tonight. Maybe over dinner. Maybe cry into the pasta.
You're allowed. Happy tears are healing.
I can't believe I have somewhere to be again. A place that's mine.
Let's celebrate. Champagne or chocolate?
Both. But let me tell you one more thing.
What's that?
Chloe. She applied to the same business program.
What?
Someone from the cohort list leaked it. Her name is there, full name.
You've got to be kidding me.
We're in the same intake.
This is divine comedy.
I don't know whether to laugh or throw up.
You are going to outshine her so hard she'll need SPF 500.
She doesn't know I'm in yet. Not until orientation.
Let it be a surprise, a power entrance.
I want to walk in calm, confident. Watch her blink like she saw a ghost.
Not a ghost, a reckoning.
This feels bigger than revenge. This feels like fate.
Then walk into it like it was always yours, because it was.
For the first time in a long time, I'm not afraid. I'm ready.
Then go light the place on fire, metaphorically.
Of course. I'm a grown woman. I burn with purpose.
Exactly. I am so buying you coffee on your first day.
Then bring a camera. You'll want to remember Chloe's face. I just walked into orientation. I see her.
Chloe, she's there already?
Front row. Wearing a white blouse like she's Mother Teresa.
Play it cool. Don't let her see your fire just yet.
She hasn't seen me yet. I walked in from the side entrance. My seat's 3 rows behind.
Perfect. Let her feel your presence before she sees your face.
I feel like I'm vibrating. Every inch of me wants to scream.
Breathe. You are not the same woman she last saw.
I'm not, but she's exactly the same. Same smug posture, same overdone lashes, same pretending to be important.
Just wait. Her day's about to get interesting.
She's talking to the guy next to her, giggling, leaning in.
Classic. Probably trying to charm her way into a group project.
I should hate her, but I don't. I just want her to see what she almost destroyed.
She didn't almost destroy you. She revealed you.
She just looked back. Eyes swept the room. She saw me,
What did she do?
froze. Her smile dropped. Her hand went still on her pen.
Good. That's the reaction of a woman haunted by her decisions.
I held her gaze, didn't flinch, didn't blink.
Chills. Actual chills.
She turned away, fast, fidgeted with her hair.
Because she thought she'd buried you. Now you're the one rising from the ashes, looking fabulous.
I wore the burgundy blazer, black slacks, no jewelry, just presence.
That's the power suit of someone who doesn't need to speak to own the room.
The speaker just said we'll break into small groups soon, assigned randomly.
If you get Chloe in your group, keep your crown on.
I won't stoop. I didn't come here to fight. I came to lead.
Exactly. That's why you've already won.
I keep remembering the night she commented under our wedding photo. You can't stop evolution.
Oh wow, she's worse than I thought.
But you know what? I'm not angry anymore. I'm focused. That feels better.
Focused Linda is unstoppable.
Oh no, she's walking this way.
What?
She's pretending to head to the coffee station. But this aisle has no coffee. She's making a move.
Stay calm. Let her make the first sound.
She just glanced at me again. I gave her a half smile. Not warm, not cold, just acknowledgement.
That's more devastating than a scream. Well played.
She just passed, slower than she needed to, like she wanted to be noticed.
Oh, she notices you. Believe that.
I bet she thought I'd be home, crying into a bottle of Merlot.
Instead, you're here, claiming your seat at the table.
She stopped near the door. She's texting someone. I bet it's him.
Let her. Nothing she types can erase your presence.
They just posted group assignments.
And please tell me she's not.
She's in my group.
Of course she is. Destiny's got a sense of humor.
I think she saw it too. She glanced at the screen, then at me, like someone dropped ice down her spine.
This is your moment. Play it with grace. Let her sweat.
I just walked over to the table. 4 people total. She arrived last, sat across from me.
Keep that posture regal. Speak like she's air.
I said hello to everyone, didn't skip her, but didn't linger either.
Flawless.
She tried to overcompensate. Said, "Hi everyone, so excited to work with smart minds."
Barf.
I smiled and said, "Let's focus on results. Excitement doesn't equal value."
Oh my god, that's my queen.
She turned red. I almost felt sorry. Almost.
No mercy, just excellence.
We were assigned a marketing proposal. I led the plan. I used every skill I had buried under 28 years of silence.
That silence turned into a weapon.
She kept suggesting ideas. None of them stuck. The others followed me. Naturally.
Because leaders don't ask for attention, they command it.
Afterwards, one of the guys said, "You've done this before, right?"
You are doing this, and everyone sees it.
She stayed back after, came up to me, said, "I didn't know you'd be here."
And you said,
I looked her dead in the eyes and said, "That's because you've never looked beyond yourself."
Linda,
She didn't know what to say. She just nodded, walked away.
I want to frame that sentence.
It's strange. I thought I'd feel triumphant, but I feel clean, lighter.
Because you didn't sink, you soared.
She can't touch me anymore. Not in this world, not in this skin.
She never could. You just forgot your own power.
I'm remembering fast, faster than I thought possible.
And this is just the beginning.
I don't need revenge. I just need to keep walking forward.
And that's why she'll always be chasing shadows while you build an empire.
She tried to rewrite my proposal.
Wait, what?
Chloe. She submitted a version of our group project to the professor behind my back. Different structure, her ideas, all fluff.
You're joking. That's sabotage.
I found out when the professor emailed our group asking to clarify which version we wanted to present.
Oh, my God. What did you do?
I sent a calm, professional reply, attaching my original document and said, "We never voted on this revised version."
Elegant destruction. I love it.
She came up to me afterward, all fake smiles, said she just wanted to streamline the tone.
Streamline her ego, maybe.
I said, "We don't alter leadership without consensus. That's how trust dies."
Tell me someone was standing nearby to hear that.
2 of our teammates were, and they nodded. One of them literally clapped.
That's karma's applause.
She didn't fight back. She just blinked, like I'd spoken a language she never learned.
Because you speak power now, and she speaks manipulation.
Honestly, Debbie, she's losing her grip.
Of course she is. Her only tactic was being underestimated.
And I don't underestimate anymore. I observe, I respond, I rise.
I'm framing that. Tattooing it, putting it on a hoodie.
Tomorrow's the midterm pitch presentation. We go in groups. I'm leading ours.
Will Chloe try anything again?
Probably. But now the team trusts me. She's isolated. She knows it.
Good. Let her sit in the silence she created.
I heard her on the phone today. In the hall, she was crying, saying, "She's making me look stupid."
You didn't make her look stupid. You made yourself look competent. She did the rest.
Part of me felt bad. Just for a second.
Then remind yourself she slept with your husband and tried to erase you.
I know. I've changed so much. It's like I'm molting.
You're not shedding skin. You're shedding permission. You don't need anyone's approval anymore.
I used to apologize for taking up space. Now I own the damn room.
Say it again, louder.
I own the damn room.
Yes, you do.
I keep catching her looking at me like she's trying to figure out how I got here.
She still thinks the woman she hurt is the woman she'll always face. But she's gone. You're new, upgraded, unreachable.
She asked me today, "Why are you doing this?"
What did you say?
I said, "Because I finally remembered who I was before I shrank to fit someone else's expectations."
Dead. I'm dead. You need to start writing speeches.
She stared at me for a second, then walked off. No comeback, just silence.
That silence is the sound of her losing.
I should be angry, but I'm just centered. I don't need revenge. I already won.
That's the end game right there.
I'm going to sleep early tonight. I want to be rested, focused, ready.
Tomorrow is yours. Own it. Breathe it. Walk into that room like it's your legacy.
I'm not scared anymore. I'm steady, and that scares her more than rage ever could.
Exactly. You're not explosive. You're inevitable.
If you were here, I'd hug you so hard.
I'm always here. And tomorrow, I'll be screaming, "Go, Linda," in my kitchen with no shame.
I'll text you after the pitch, win or learn, but I'm ready.
Win. You will win. Not because she fails, but because you no longer let others define your worth.
I finally feel like I'm writing my own story again.
And page by page, it's becoming a masterpiece.
It's done. We presented.
And tell me everything right now.
I'm still shaking, but not from fear, from energy. It was electric.
What happened? Was Chloe civil?
She tried to take over mid-presentation.
What?
Our team was following the outline I created. I opened, walked through the data, clear, concise, solid.
That's how it's done.
Halfway through, Chloe jumped in without cue, said, "Actually, I think it makes more sense if we shift to a more intuitive structure."
What the hell does that even mean?
Nothing. It was babble. And she started clicking through slides out of order.
In front of the professor?
Yes. She took the clicker from the table like she owned it, started walking the room like she was on a TED Talk stage.
I am boiling. What did you do?
I stood still, let her talk. She rambled, got facts wrong, quoted a stat I'd already debunked earlier.
Self-destruction, classic Chloe.
When she paused, I gently took back the clicker and said, "Thank you, Chloe, for demonstrating the risks of improvising without consensus."
Linda.
And then I turned back to the professor and continued right where we left off. Calm, focused, like nothing had happened.
That's Ice Queen precision.
Afterwards, one of the judges said, "That was the smoothest recovery I've seen in years."
Because you didn't react emotionally. You owned the air in the room.
I looked at Chloe after. She was flushed. Couldn't meet my eyes.
She knows she's not the star anymore. You are.
I didn't say anything to her after, didn't need to. The silence between us said it all.
Sometimes silence is the loudest flex.
The professor called me aside after, asked if I've led teams before, said my clarity under pressure was executive level.
I swear I just screamed. You are glowing.
She said I should consider applying for the Student Leadership Council.
You're not just surviving this program. You're about to run it.
Every part of me feels like I just stepped through fire, but I'm still standing, stronger.
You're not just standing, you're rising, towering.
I passed a mirror in the hallway after and didn't recognize myself at first. I looked real, not dressed up or defensive, just ready.
Because this version of you isn't performing. She's arrived.
You know what's strange? I'm not even mad at her anymore. I saw her panic today. It was sad.
Because you've grown out of needing her to lose for you to win.
Exactly. I don't need to destroy her. I already outgrew her.
That's the win. That's the actual victory.
I saw two girls from the other group talking to her after. They were polite, but you could tell they didn't take her seriously.
Reputation always catches up, just like karma.
She walked out alone. And for once, I didn't feel like the ghost. She did.
Because you're not in her shadow anymore. She's in yours.
And honestly, I'm done letting her rent space in my head. My life's too full now.
Good. Clear the room for bigger dreams.
I keep thinking of how I almost didn't apply. How I told you I was too old, too broken.
And look at you now, commanding rooms, leading teams, reclaiming your name.
If this is what life after heartbreak looks like, I want more of it.
More wins, more power, more you.
I'm going to take a long walk tonight. Just me and the city. I want to feel it all. Let it settle.
And tomorrow, what's next?
I start mentoring. I signed up to guide a first-year student. Thought it might help someone who's where I was.
Of course you did, because you don't just rise, you reach back.
That's what I needed when I was in the dark. Someone to say, "You're not crazy for starting over."
You're going to be that voice now, for someone else.
And I'll say it louder than anyone ever said it to me.
Promise me one thing.
Anything.
Never shrink again, never dim for comfort.
I won't. I swear it. I'm never making myself small again.
Good, because the world is finally seeing you, and they're not ready.
You're not gonna believe what just happened.
Hit me, I'm bracing.
She texted me.
Chloe, from her personal number?
Yes. I stared at it for a minute before opening.
What did it say? Some pathetic excuse? A fake apology?
Number worse, it was a picture from 3 years ago.
What kind of picture?
Mark and I at his company's Christmas party. I was wearing the green dress, smiling. He had his arm around me.
What the hell?
And under it, she wrote, "He looked happier with you than he ever did with me."
What? That's manipulative and disgusting.
She sent another one. From their trip to Aspen. She's in a red bikini. He's not smiling. Caption, "He barely looked at me that entire weekend."
Why is she doing this? Guilt trip you into forgiveness? Or drag you back into the mess?
I think she's unraveling. This doesn't feel like strategy. It feels like desperation.
Still doesn't excuse it. You owe her nothing.
I know, but seeing that photo of me, I remembered how fake I was smiling.
You were surviving, not smiling.
I wanted to message her back something scathing, but I waited.
Good. She wants a reaction. Deny her that satisfaction.
I finally replied, "You want to hear it?"
Obviously.
I wrote, "If you're searching for closure, find it in a mirror. I have no more to give you."
Linda, that gave me chills.
Then I blocked her, deleted the thread, gone.
That's not just power, that's peace.
It felt final, like closing a door and bolting it shut.
Because it is. You didn't need to yell. You didn't need to cry. You ended it with clarity.
She wanted me to feel sorry for her, but I felt nothing, and that scared me more than anything.
Because you've healed. Her chaos doesn't reach you anymore.
I used to fantasize about her hurting, about him regretting, and now I don't care. I'm free.
That's the most dangerous version of you, and the most beautiful.
I walked home today without headphones. Just listened to the wind, the city, my own breath.
Present, whole, undistracted, that's rare.
I passed by a bridal boutique. They were dressing a mannequin. I stopped.
And?
I didn't feel bitterness, just release. I thought, let someone else live that illusion. I've lived the reality and survived.
You're not broken. You're refined, polished by fire.
I'm never going back, Deb. Not to that version of me. The soft-spoken, don't make waves wife.
She served her purpose. Now she rests. You're leading now.
I want to build something new, bigger than revenge, bigger than proving myself.
Like what?
I don't know yet, but I feel it forming, some idea, some purpose, something that belongs only to me.
Then protect that space. Guard it fiercely.
And fill it with things that make me feel alive, not just useful.
Promise me one thing.
I already promised I wouldn't shrink again.
Good. Then promise you'll dream louder, bigger, unapologetically.
I will. For me. For every woman who ever stayed too long.
And one day, when you tell your story publicly, people will listen.
I don't know if I'll ever tell it all, but I'll carry it in how I walk, in how I speak, in how I choose.
That's enough. That's power.
I'm going to light a candle tonight, not for mourning, but for transition. A ritual.
Can I light one with you from afar?
Yes. Let's say goodbye to the woman I was, and welcome the one I'm becoming.
To the woman who rose from betrayal without burning the world.
To the woman who became her own rescue.
To the new you, full of grace, full of fire, full of future.
You sitting down.
Always. What happened?
I just got offered a position.
Wait, what kind of position? Like a job?
Associate Director of Strategy at Phoenix Global.
What? Linda, that's enormous. That's a major firm.
They watched my presentation. One of the senior partners was in the room, quiet, didn't speak, but apparently he took notes.
What did they say when they reached out?
He emailed me this morning, said he was impressed by my clarity, crisis management, and quiet leadership.
Quiet leadership? That's such a powerful compliment.
I've never been called that before. Usually I was just supportive or stabilizing.
Because no one ever let you lead. Now they're watching you set the tone.
The role would start part-time while I finished the MBA, then full transition.
What's holding you back? You sound hesitant.
Guess who also works at Phoenix Global?
Number don't say it.
She's in their media advisory division, one floor below strategy.
Of course she is. This universe has a sick sense of humor.
If I take this job, I will literally be her boss's boss, eventually.
Okay, so isn't that the dream? Isn't that what we joked about?
I don't know if I want to live above her. That still keeps me in proximity.
You don't want to feel like your success is defined by her presence.
Exactly. I want to win without looking over my shoulder.
Then think bigger. What's the reason to say yes that has nothing to do with her?
The position is meaningful. The work is aligned with what I'm good at. And I could make real decisions, not just reports and decks.
That's a real reason. That's your reason.
I wouldn't see her much, but she'd see my name on every floor, every memo, every win.
And what would that do to you? Not her. You.
It would remind me that I built myself again, without shortcuts, without sleeping my way up.
So what's the conflict? Sounds like the answer is already written inside you.
I think I'm afraid to step into that much power. Like, once I do, there's no more hiding, no going back to smallness.
That's the fear talking. Power isn't a costume. It's a home you finally earned.
And I want to walk into it with grace, not revenge.
Then do it for every reason that doesn't have her name attached. Do it because the world needs more women like you at the top.
You think I can handle it? All of it?
I think you've already been handling it for years without the title. Now you just get the title too.
He asked me to meet with HR Monday. It's formal. They want to fast track it.
Then show up like it's already yours, because it is.
You know what else he said?
Tell me.
We don't often see someone who leads without demanding attention.
That line belongs in a novel or on your future biography.
I've spent so much of my life asking for space in rooms I already earned.
And now you'll be the one handing out chairs.
I'm scared I'll lose myself in it, that I'll become cold or disconnected, like I saw so many men do.
You won't, because you're already thinking about it. That's what keeps you human.
I want to lead differently. Soft edges, strong spine, open doors, no locked conference rooms.
Then go be the boss we all wished we had.
I'm calling them back. I'm saying yes.
Do it, right now.
Done. Sent. Confirmed.
I'm so proud I want to scream it into the clouds.
I feel like I just walked into my own name for the first time.
Your name, your life, your throne.
Chloe will hear eventually, her face when she finds out.
But you won't be looking, because your eyes will be on the future.
I've got a new blazer in my cart. Navy, sharp, no nonsense.
Buy it, wear it, own the damn skyline.
I just walked into my new office.
Say that again, slowly, let it sink in.
My new office.
Linda.
There's a nameplate on the door. Real leather chair, 2 windows, and a view.
I need a picture. I want to frame it.
They announced my appointment company-wide this morning. Email from the CEO. Linda Taylor joins as Associate Director of Strategy.
I'm screaming, I'm sobbing, I'm beaming.
I got 57 emails in the first hour, all welcoming me, even people I've never met.
Because your presence already speaks for itself.
Then came the one that stopped me cold.
From her?
Yes, corporate email, formal subject, welcome.
What did she say?
Dear Linda, congratulations on your appointment. I'm sure you'll bring value to our organization. Sincerely, Chloe Daniels.
She's shaking behind that keyboard. That email is pure theater.
I stared at it for 10 minutes.
Did you respond?
I started typing, deleted, started again, then stopped.
What did you end up sending?
Thank you. I trust we'll uphold the company's values together.
That is ice. That is grace. That is untouchable.
I signed it. L. Taylor Strategy Division. No warmth, no edge, just clarity.
She will read that 50 times trying to decode it.
Let her. I'm not playing games anymore.
And now, how do you feel?
Empowered, but calm, like I closed the loop.
You didn't just close it, you rewrote it.
I passed her in the lobby at lunch. She saw me, nodded. I nodded back. That was it.
Because nothing else needs to be said. You are the final word.
There's a peace in not needing to win out loud.
Exactly. True power is quiet.
I had a meeting after. 6 department heads, mostly men, all older. I led. I didn't flinch.
I hope you walked in like thunder.
I walked in like I belonged, because I do.
So what's next? What now?
I building, I lead, I mentor, and I stay the course without needing to look back.
And Chloe?
She's just another employee, another folder in the system. I don't carry her story anymore.
You carried it long enough.
I came home tonight, took off my heels, sat down in silence, and cried. Not from sadness, from arrival.
That's the release of 1,000 silent days.
I lit the candle again. Same one from months ago. Different flame now. Brighter. Steady.
You didn't get revenge, you got resurrection.
I want to remember this forever. Not because of the pain, but because of who I became through it.
You became the woman we all wish we'd seen earlier. The one who was always there, waiting.
I'm not angry anymore. I'm not hurt. I'm whole.
And unstoppable.
Thank you for every night you stayed awake with me, for answering my grief with truth.
I didn't build you. I just stood beside you while you built yourself.
I hope one day I can do that for someone else.
You already are, just by being visible, just by standing tall.
I'm going to sleep tonight in peace. No tears, no rage. Just breathe.
And tomorrow you wake up as you've always been, a woman no one saw coming.
But who's never leaving again?
Damn right. Good night, Linda. I'm proud of you beyond words.
Good night, Deb. We made it.